of the things that tends to happen every July, August, September is the market naturally seems to slow down, at least here locally. It's kind of like this local thing, and I see it all over the country, but it gets a little frustrating, like because like last week alone we had 4 deals fall out of contract. Like that's just not because it's seasonal, it's just like it sucks, right? But what is because of seasonal is people going on vacations, going back to school and all this stuff, so they tend to not really do much in real estate.
Munoz.
So today you had prospected a lot all morning, yes?
Yep.
How many appointments did you set while you were doing that?
In the morning?
Yeah.
None.
None. How did you feel when you were prospecting?
I just felt kind of bummed. Then we kind of had like a stand-up meeting kind of in afternoon time.
Yeah.
And then I did one of my follow-ups around that time, and I set an appointment.
Okay, so you made that one more call, and that made the difference.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. How did that make you feel once you got the appointment?
So much better.
Way better?
Yeah.
Rob, when you're a bit tired lifting weights, should you stop or should you go just a little bit more?
Always go a little bit more.
What's the difference in the guy that stops when he's tired versus the guy that goes just that little bit more?
Gains.
Gains. You want gains? Look, show your muscle. That's gains.
Naturally slows down the business, and so you're doing as much prospecting, actually probably more now than ever before, and you're getting fewer results. It gets overwhelming, it gets frustrating, you get doubt, you get disappointment, right? That's the lower end of the emotional guidance scale. It's like, okay, so we know this is seasonal, or at least we play the damn thing seasonal, right? But it's like, how can you just push that little extra inch? How can you go that little bit further to turn the nothing into something?
This is what Vaughn really does at the gym the whole time. It sucks when a deal falls through, but you have a choice. You can let it beat you up and keep you down, because you're going to feel like shit. Like, no one feels excited when a deal falls apart. But the question is, how can I feel better more quickly? One of the quickest ways is to have more deals under contract, right? If you have one deal and that one deal falls apart, you go into panic mode. If you have 10 deals and one deal falls apart, you're like, all right, well, we'll get it back together, we'll find another one, whatever.
I'm going to give an example today. Raiden, in our team checkup meeting, we have a 12 o'clock checkup meeting, was actually talking about how his energy was down because he'd made about 50-something contacts and had no appointments, right? And he said it's amazing how you can do the work, not get the results, and how that literally will affect your energy. And then after our team check-in, he hopped on because he had one follow-up call he had to make with a guy. He said he'd call him back a little after noon. So he made the follow-up call, right? That one more call turned into a $250,000 listing appointment this Thursday night. And that contact was originally a cold call that he had followed up with, right? So imagine if he just didn't keep going that extra bit, didn't make that phone call. And you know what I'm talking about. You might get busy in the middle of your day and you're like, I'll get to that later, and you just don't.
I said I'm not in this! The ability that you have to have that realization of saying, I'm not the best for everybody, but I am the best for somebody, in the world of dating anyways, is something that you have to hold on to. In real estate sales, we get 100, 200 no's every single day, over 1,000 a week. And it's not that we're not everybody's bowl of cherries, but we're offering something that a lot of people may not need right now. But for the people that do need it, it's our job to convey a message to them that says, okay, I'm the most certain, hardworking, and trusted person in the industry. I want to be your friend, and hopefully get referrals off of them after the deal is done.
Move past rejection. I don't really think there's any way to just avoid it. I like to take it head on. I take the worst thing the thing that I say is the worst thing that could happen is they say no.
Get to it. Take the action. Go the extra mile. It's that little bit more, especially when times are down or slow, that by going the extra mile will make all the difference. And what's cool on that extra mile is there's no traffic, right? So you got a wide open fucking freeway to just keep going as fast and as hard as you can physically and mentally go forward. So when you start to feel that doubt and that frustration, that worry and that anxiety, that overwhelmment, that, hey, my inventory's low and my stuff's down, get to work. And when you're getting to work and you're feeling the disappointment, get to more work. Change your physiology, change your language, change your thoughts, but get to work and do just a little bit more. And you will be surprised at the little bonus that comes from doing the extra mile.